Oh, okay. So those guys aren't just civvies, huh? They're plainclothes police, I think. Or gangsters. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can make that jump. If I fail, I gotta... Well, it's gonna have a hot landing, I'll say that. Actually, how's my inventory? Okay, I got some space. Hmm. Yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages to lethal stealth. You know, lethal stealth is like a lot easier to take out single targets, but the thing is, when they see a corpse, they raise the alarms. But when they see a guy knocked out, they instead move over to the body and wake him up. Which is a disadvantage of non-lethal stealth, because if you don't knock out everybody, then you haven't really knocked out anybody. Well, maybe. Oh, maybe. Maybe I get where this is. Hmm. Let's see, walking doesn't emit any sound, but power walking does. Crashing doesn't emit any sound. Alright. Hey, Smith. Welcome. Oh, wait a minute. That means you're actually very close to on time now. You still aren't getting into negative time, though, which is... Oh. You can still do faster times. Now, looks like that guy just paces back and forth there. Aren't you the lucky one, BK? Despite how badly you let us down this time, DH wants me to assign another collection job to you. No woman involved this time, so I guess he figures you can't mess it up. Job's number, Hang Shaw. Client's name, Officer Choi Young Fa. He's paying in merchandise, not cash, so when you've got the goods, stash them in the weapon room safe. Access code is the Year of the Rabbit, 1975. No, I can't fit a machine pistol. How unfortunate. I'm pretty curious about the layout of here. Where should I even lug this guy? Good enough. I'm guessing these guys are triad or something. Not really. Well, I have a decent amount of credits, so maybe I can drop this heavy machine gun. It would be the censorship shenanigans, Alyssa, at this point. I don't see a second. I don't see a message other than that one. And now it's just through YouTube this time, so yeah. Yeah, this was YouTube censorship shenanigans. These guys do augmentation surgery on people, as well as scrap augs from corpses too. Now it's a tier 1. Okay. That's not too bad.
Access granted.
Tom, if I might be interested, besides the usual Asian-made OGs, the BT boys dropped off a beauty, a Seraph series armor with a modified combat chassis. Those little bastards use microturrets to propel the shrapnel. We even figured out how to beat the backblast problem. You have to come see this thing. They got Typhoon. They got a hold of the Typhoon. Okay, I'll come and take a look. I want the arm ready to go. I don't want it shitting around. Hey kid, I have in my possession a Steiner Heppel Obstructor 3/4 leg OG. Perfect condition except for one hairline orbital rupture. Any idea how to fix it? Whoa, where did you get one of those? You guys been mugging Olympic athletes? It can be fixed, but you'll have to wrangle a micron plasma bounder. Benji works in a shop that has one. You should see about, borrowing it. And then the Nigerian CEO scam. It's been cropping up more and more. Yeah, that actually would. Oh yeah, that storage was in here in little Chinatown. Yeah, I can look up the district names. I'm just gonna refer to it entirely as Chinatown. That's the vibe it gives me anyways. Oh, hello there, safe. 1975. Cooling system, stun gun darts, laser rifle, battery. Okay, that's a weapon I don't have. So... oh my, that's actually a lot of ammo. Either it goes through ammo really fast or it's very ammo efficient. Yeah, I'm running out of space real fast, huh? Anything else? Kinda sucks I can't see terrain with a mini-map, but oh well. I mean, yeah, there's the wall to punch. I'm just not sure if it's gonna alert the other guys. That's my major concern. I don't know what you see. Actually, hold up. Because I currently have it on default as top chat, so maybe if I do live chat, I don't... there it is. Okay. It's top chat versus live chat. Apparently top chat's almost the same as live chat, except it's censored it somehow. Now I see your past comment. Yeah, I'll be sure to keep it on live chat. It seems to default to top chat. I really have to wonder what the heck top chat even means. Same with top comments, it's really obscure. Oh, that's a guy, right? Yeah, that is. He's got an LMG. Okay. Bunch of other guys there too. I could gas grenade him. Also, they're pretty far away. It's probably safe to punch that wall. Oh, wow, that took two. Or I was missing one. I don't know. Thought I had 3 bars. Oh well. Look under... I can kind of see under the door, but that's not much use. Or to quote Silver the Hedgehog, it's no use! Gosh, I can't quite get that line right. It's the first time I've actually tried to say it rather than just think it. Oh, I think one of those is a camera, ain't it? So I'm sorely tempted to just knock those guys out, but oh well. Yeah, high regen speed was a good thing to get. Yeah, all right here. Oh boy. Gonna be real loud if I punch it, huh? Frick, I got frag mines, but that's not ideal. Not going loud. If I had concussion mines or gas mines, that'd be good. YOLO. Yeah, they all literally just saw me there. Okay. Wonder if they can climb ladders.
Come out and we'll finish this.
If I can't climb ladders, that is something I can abuse. Why do I do that dive roll every time? Not animation-wise, I mean, like, why do I decide to break cover there instead of just moving forwards? Because I can totally just move forwards right now. I don't really have to be this meticulous with a cover system. Oh, I remember these guys. I think I saw them when I entered through the sewers. I was just like, oh, probably shouldn't be here yet. Well, gas grenades don't really go that far. I have yet to see one climb a ladder. I've yet to see one actually even approach a ladder, which is why I'm not actually sure if they can or not. I know if I punch that guy, they'll see it. But they really aren't close enough for gas. I got something I can, like, throw for a distraction. Because if I can peel that guy off, that'd be great. Of course, I can just shoot them all, but, like, I gotta be sure I kill all of them really fast before any kind of alarms get raised. Hi there, box. I know enemies in Skyrim have a debilitating phobia of water. No wonder the Nords have such scrawny bones. They can't drink anything that hydrates them. Alright, let's...
Must be my imagination.
He set the line. That's great. Yeah, I mean, they do have a debilitating phobia of living long, satisfying lives, after all. Why does anybody follow Ulfric? I don't know. I just... remember being on the fence on the Civil War. Like, yeah, if you all band together in the Empire, you have a better chance against the Thalmor, but I get they also kind of capitulated against the Thalmor, too. Now, Ulfric is just saying, yes, we're strong enough to stand up against them on our own, so let's do that. Of course, he's also a racist, too. In Stark Elves specifically, which I can't to the extent that he is, I do fault him. But I kind of see where you're coming from, because a lot of Dark Elves are seedy characters. Not all, of course, but a lot of them are. So what happens when you have a constantly corrupt government going on over there? Well, bureaucracy, more so than government. And then I went to the Thalmor embassy for the main quest and read the dossiers on Ulfric, and I'm like, oh, they brainwashed him to start the rebellion. Okay. So supporting Ulfric is literally supporting the Thalmor at this point, whether you realize it or not. And since we can all agree fuck the Thalmor, I went against Ulfric. Because at least with the Empire, the Thalmor are operating more openly with them. But the Empire still hates the Thalmor, so you all unify, you can probably fight back the Thalmor. Better chance at that. What's also really interesting is the fact that High Rock and Hammerfell actually never fell to the Thalmor. Like, their invasions of that land actually failed wholeheartedly. Great, we got ourselves a cloaker. I gotta get these guys hidden fast. They're gonna spawn it anyways.
I'm going to find you.
Yeah, that guy's on alert. I'm no longer on the 4. Yeah, those dossiers completely changed my opinion on the war. And that it's not... Ulfric may think he's opposing the Thalmor, but he's really just playing into their plans. Real nice if I knew where their freaking computer was. Yeah, actually in lore of the documents we've read that, as I said, The Thalmor tried to invade Hammerfell. They failed utterly. They got to the shores, they captured some beaches, and that's as far as they got. That is as far as they got in their occupation. As for High Rock, I mean, it also didn't fall. I think some parts of it fell, but it's kind of unclear how much. It was clear that they're still resisting alongside the Red Guards, but it was unclear to what extent. And Black Marsh just like immediately left the Empire as soon as the war broke out, because even in peaceful times, you can't even really keep a solid reign over Black Marsh. It's just that inhospitable. Okay, we got item there, and that's it. Okay.
Access granted.
Alright, enemies disable. I don't know if I want to use the breaker box, to be honest. That could probably disable the turret. Yeah, what's up with the laser battery? Oh right, those things probably run off batteries. As long as it doesn't disable the turret, I'm fine. I know, right? Gosh, there are some books about Imperial Clerk who went to Black Marsh for I forget what, but man, that shit's fucking deadly. Like, holy fuck, I don't want to. If I weren't a freaking prisoner, I would not go to Black Marsh. I mean, as a prisoner, I can just go wherever the hell I want. But... oh boy. That is prisoner with a capital P, by the way, in case you were a bit confused. I assume you're familiar with the lore concept? Hope you are. I don't see anybody on here, but oh well. Laura Hangshaw, okay. Oh, I can't take this. Wait a minute. I can only take it from the fucking exit point. Okay, there isn't much point to getting that then. Alright. Jesus fucking Christ, that's fast.
Access granted.
Spent a nuke to get and a worm to get a nuke. Alright. No, these aren't blocking anything. Just gotta be sure ain't nobody detects me. Doesn't put any goodies here. I'd totally put goodies there. You guys, there's a little nook like that. Freaking dead end. You always put goodies there. You're a good level designer. Yeah, from what I understand, the state of the world at around Skyrim's time. So Somerset seceded because of the Thalmor getting major political control. I gotta focus on hacking. Again, it's connected straight to the exit point, so there isn't much point to... It's just an inverse. It's like vertical flip of what I had just before. Okay.
Access granted.
Alright, and this here is... Oh, I know this floor. There should be a couple of bodies right here. Okay. Where was I? Alright, state of the map. So Somerset kind of seceded through some, I guess, what is it, superstitions? It's Elder Scrolls, so it's not quite fully superstitions, but kind of is. Basically, the moon is super duper duper important for the Khajiit, as in the phases of the moon are literally tied to what subspecies of Khajiit gets birthed. Like, it doesn't matter what species the parents are. It fully depends on the moon as to what type of Khajiit comes out. And for a while, there was no moon. For some reason, we don't know what, the moon just kind of disappeared from existence for a while. And the Thalmor just said the moon will reappear on this date, and they made a big show of it, and the moon came back. Thing is, we don't really know if the Thalmor actually made the moon come back, or if they just happened to know when it would come back. Either way, they made it look like they brought it back, so the whole Khajiit race is like, oh, we aren't going to die because we can't have babies. Thank you. We'll serve you as thanks. You know, gratitude, that kind of thing. Debt of gratitude. Very big debt of gratitude, too. Yeah, honestly, I've already gone a bit loud with the turret. Now, where was I? Yeah, so that's that. The Bosmer? I know the Bosmer are also allied with the High Elves. But I kind of forget why. Either they did some other, either they pulled some favors, or it's just because the Bosmers are generally mercenary in nature, so they probably just bought them out. That's one thing I kind of remember, but they may also just... Because I really doubt that the Bosmer truly agree with the Thalmor agenda. I think they just kind of happen to go into their service. I don't know if they birth nothing, or if they birth a malformed infant that will soon die. I forget which one it is, but it's a horrible thing for a parent to expect a child, and then there to not be a moon, and knowing that your child is not going to be born. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a really big deal. Yeah, because of that, the Khajiit are totally in debt. Whether the Thalmor caused the moon to come back or not, as I say. Definitely knew the moon would come back. Whether they caused it to come back, though, it's another story. Bosmer, I think they just bought out as mercs. Something. I don't think they did any kind of big, fancy show to gain their trust like they did with the Khajiit. And then... that's actually the entirety of the Thalmor forces, by the way. Black Marsh immediately seceded because even in the best of times, the Empire had a very, very tenuous grasp on the province. Just kind of like, yeah, it's technically under Imperial rule, but not really. Morrowind, well, in Morrowind, I think the meteor crashed finally and blew up Red Mountain. So Morrowind is actually wiped off the fucking face of Tamriel at this point. I mean, of course, I don't think the sea has flooded it, but it's a volcanic wasteland that was also struck by a meteor at the same time, like a giant-ass meteor. So, it's not... people aren't going to live in there for a while. So that's like, what, 5 provinces covered out of like 9 or 10? Or like 9, I think. Because the orcs don't really have a province. Kind of counted as part of High Rock. So basically it was, what was it? It was Hammerfell, High Rock, Cyrodiil, and Skyrim. Versus, and technically Morrowind too, but Morrowind doesn't really exist. They're all refugees now. So it's those 4 provinces versus Somerset Isles, Valenwood, and elsewhere. And really, the Thalmor just used Blitzkrieg to get up to the Imperial City and capture it. Because they did not capture the entire province of Cyrodiil. No, they just rushed straight for the capital and caused them to, you know... Because based on geography, once they got Valenwood, they were really close to the capital of the Empire. Pretty bad spot to be in for an army. Okay, it's Lower Hangshaw again. This was the sewer exit, I think. Yeah, this seems familiar. So they used the Blitzkrieg to force the Empire to submit. But, what they really wanted to make sure you couldn't quite realize the fact that the Thalmor were also as exhausted, if not more exhausted, than the Empire was by the entire war, because they really had to stretch themselves to get to where they were in the Empire. And they definitely don't have as many people on their side. Their army's definitely smaller than the Empire's. They just had a strategic victory rather than a overall one. Alright, EMP mine. Oh. How far back was the save, though? Ooh. This feels like an... yeah, that's an oof. All the clearing I did was just negated. All that hacking. I should have saved more. Well, at least you know where the turret is and where the security console is as well. You can clear that out quickly enough. It's also the fact that this place is safe. I think you'll end up playing as a prisoner, just because in every game you play as a prisoner. I mean, I too hope you don't become, you know, some exceedingly special existence like the Dragonborn that's just... I get they want to go for the novelty and stuff, like, they're just like, no, actually. I kind of see where they're coming from, I just don't agree with it. In fact, I think it was a bad decision to go for the whole dragon angle. Because one of the reasons I was actually proud of about Tesla is that there weren't dragons in it. It wasn't just your typical fantasy romp. It was like it actually had its own identity, and then they went with Skyrim and they started getting more bland. Honestly, when you think about it, only Morrowind was the unique one. They've just been kind of carrying over and gradually watering down its identity from there, which is very unfortunate. Where was I? Alright, so it's those 4 provinces versus those 3. The other 2 being out of commission. So, Somerset, of course, is able to hit High Rock and Hammerfell because they have ports. And as I said, they took the ports in Hammerfell because it's a blitzkrieg. You catch them unawares, catch them with their pants down, you're going to take at least a little bit. But the Red Guards, you know how badass the Red Guards are. They got no further than the fucking ports. I mean, the Thalmor would like you to believe that they captured Hammerfell, and they do have squadrons going deeper in than just the coasts, but they don't actually hold any territory or bases beyond the fucking coasts on Hammerfell. They got completely shut down by guerrilla warfare, of all things. I don't remember too much about High Rock, honestly. I know High Rock resisted as well. It did not give in, even after the Imperial City was lost. Once the Imperial City was lost, the Empire just said, alright, stand down, they got our capital, boys. And Hammerfell and High Rock were like, no, dude. I didn't get all of us. So, the Cyrodiil and Skyrim stood down, and the White Gold Concordant was signed to try and buy some time. Mostly, I think, for the Thalmor to buy time to recoup their forces and then just break their own non-aggression pact, their own peace treaty, so they can, you know, go through full domination. I'm not quite sure what the Empire really wants. I mean, the Empire probably just wants to seek continued existence. They probably would like their provinces back, but they probably have fallen for the bluff that the Thalmor are still raring to go. So I don't think the Empire will quite go on offensive.
Access granted.
But, I mean, Cyrodiil versus the Thalmor versus Cyrodiil and Skyrim versus the Thalmor, I place my bets on 2 provinces. Oh, yeah. And actually, it was during the Oblivion Crisis, this wasn't brought too much attention to, but the Crystal Tower that's at the heart of Somerset, that was felled by the Daedra during the Oblivion Crisis. We lost one of the towers. One of the towers that anchors existence. So, yeah. Yeah, Somerset was super fucking crippled by the Oblivion Crisis, which is also kind of how the Thalmor got to get a foothold in the political scene. Exactly how a certain IRL political party got their foothold. The country goes into very dire straits, and they're just like, yeah, we got some solutions for you. the very least, some vents for your frustrations. It's how they do stuff. Oh, here's some boxes. That's better. Huge ass boxes. It's really awkward. They're really not gonna. Oh, someone else actually. Oh boy. Alright, he's down the floor. What about...
Who's that?
over there? Good old box trick. Now then... Just need to take out this guy and then we're good.
I don't like this. I must stay alert.
I have one trank dart. Oh yeah. Also some real weird ways to get around too. You kidding me? Okay, I may just pop a cap in his ass at this point if he doesn't come over here soon. There. Alright. Heck.
Access granted.
Enemy is disabled. Good. Okay. Oh. Alright, the important stuff has been fixed. Got a turret on our side. Now I'm going to save. Because Frickhead did that work against me. Alright. Hokin' dokin'. Oh ho! Wondering where this would go. Alright, no cams. Some CR ammo. Anybody upstairs? Not really. Okay. Let's do some hack-a-lacking. Alright.
Access granted.
The same thing but inverted. That should be good.
Access granted.
Right, and then back here we are. Time to haul a turret with us. Oh yeah, machine pistol. Okay. Yeah, what about the other guy? I think it was a combat rifle. And I'd already picked it up, but let's just ammo on him. Alright. Damn, one of them had a lot of armor. Also, I get a lot more XP if I don't let the turret do the fighting for me. Wonderful. So we're shooting at the turret. I see all the bullet holes there. Looks like this computer blue screen though. Maybe? No, not really. Maybe it's a virtual machine that blue screened. One, I got painkillers. And for two, I have a lot of things I need to... Oh, so much stuff. So much stuff, so little room. So stun gun's still been useful. That's good. Up a little bit more space. Okay. I guess the marksman bonus is for a headshot. I could throw the turret, but then it probably land on its side. And then it can't really shoot from that angle. Actually, probably can, but it wouldn't be able to shoot well. Damage upgrade? Oh no! I need one of those. Okay, how much? 269. Nice. Let's temporarily drop the stun gun. Alright, that's good. Ooh, okay. Cannot take the mainframe. This is so often the case these days. Alright.
Access granted.
That was one shot fire, but it sounded like two. Hmm.
And closed the Broadview tunnel. Perhaps this is what might happen once the hostage situation at Sarif Industries resolved. Regardless, several violent skirmishes did rage.
Oh, there's some boxes I can move there. Yeah, we do have a good way. It's not terribly obvious, though, for first-time player, all the different routes they have available. Sometimes it feels like full frontal is the only way to go. But there really are a number of ways to sneak around. Also, my policy on painkillers is use them when you get them.
Following yet another
Just to be frank, like, I could decide your new passwords from your shots. The login is T-Tong.
augmentation
Ah, I probably already hacked that computer, huh?
time patients
Probably.
The pro-human organization had received permission to gather and protest.
Tao had to view new lock has been installed on the code 7922. 7920. Maybe. Have you played it on your current computer? I don't know. I mean, the stuff I have is pretty old. I know you need like $300 about for a GPU. At least like a decent GPU. Bro, did you get the new lock for the safe? The sooner it is installed, the better. I don't want some scumbag walk off with our retirement fund.
Earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely and closed the Broadview tunnel. Perhaps they feared what
That is quite unfortunate. Means you can really only play RuneScape on that. Which, I mean, that's not a bad deal. RuneScape is a good game. It does severely restrict your options. I mean, the sniper ammo, I guess, is what's gonna get tossed.
back again to Detroit, where a handful of people were taken into custody this evening.
Yeah.
And closed the Broadview tunnel.
Wait, I still have access to Hunghua Hotel, don't I? And all this. I completely treat it like I hit a point of no return, but no, actually. I still return.
Custody this evening, following yet another anti-detention. This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement.
I'll just say, maybe if you get it upgraded fully, you can make use of the machine pistol, but that thing does not work with armor. Alright. Brought me a new subject last night. The alex in the body are mostly useless, but we did recover a cloaking device in your perfect condition. I wouldn't do a subdermal implant with it, but it would make a great handheld. Are you interested? Also, welcome back. Father, I think it was a bad idea to use that last shipment of Ong's. Profit is good, but I can't help but feel we made a deal with the devil. I know you don't want to hear me say it, but Hong Kong is starting to look more and more attractive to me. I'm aware that you don't approve, but you will have to show some respect. I have been doing this for a long time. I know the risks. As for Hong Kong, we can look into options. We might need someone to oversee the operations. We'll discuss later. Can I, pick that up? There. This guy's going on about how antibiotics aren't working anymore, and we know how that goes. If you overuse antibiotics, you kill 99% of the germs. The 1% left is the ones that the antibiotics don't work on, and then they reproduce, and now you have all the germs left are the ones the antibiotics don't work on. That's why we don't want to use them too much. This guy's going like, hey, antibiotics stop working. What's up with that? Gosh. At first, I'm like, yeah, he's speaks some anti-capitalist rhetoric. I'm like, sure, I can agree with that, if a bit dubious of his trach darts. But the more I hear, the more he really is just that conspiracy theorist, conspiracy show host or whatever. Let's put that in there. Put the stun gun into 4. Energy bars into 5. Actually, I'm going to be very used to stun gun 1, and I'll just put trank 4. And it's probably time to do some gun runs, honestly. Yeah, that really is, though. They always get you with... They try to get you some stuff that sounds sensible, if not plausible, and then they slowly but surely talk you into the crazier theories. Also something to know, all of the conspiracy nut jobs are Christians, so if you just say, I don't believe in God, that tends to shut down a lot of the conversation. Nice. Ah. Okay, where's the autosave? Yes, okay. It's another 2 down. That was an entirely non-lethal shootout. Of course, I lost all my health buffer, which just sucks, but oh well. I used up all my gas grenades. I did. Well, now. Alright, and you're the Honghua Hotel, right? I am near there, right? I really hope I'm near there, because I still have access to that cellar. There's a lot of guns lying on the ground right now. I gotta change. Gotta go to their district. Wait a minute, is this I do remember doing this. Yeah. Hmm. Wait a minute. Is this? I think that was where I got the trank rifle. Now I'll know from the rooftop. Yeah, this is the roof. Circle. Wait, do I really want to get rid of the stun gun then? Oh, this is so tough, because the stun gun's actually pretty useful. If I want to do non-lethal shootouts and stuff. So is the trank rifle. Yeah, no, I'll have a glass of water over this. My mouth has been awfully dry these past few days. Okay. I do have a upgrade on the trank rifle, so that's I can't quite sell that. I guess it really is the stun gun that's gotta go. Oh, the stun gun ammo.
Here, every.
I really am gonna miss this thing. Pretty freaking good. For these non-lethals. I'm gonna have to do a lot more lethal takedowns now because the trank rifle is such a slow reload. I really do have a lot of apprehensions about selling the stun gun. For stealth, I would prefer the trank rifle. Because not only is it quiet, it's also long range. Because at the range where the stun gun's useful, I can also just punch them. So why not just punch them? But in actual combat, I want to be behind cover, and I can't punch them from cover. I have to shoot them with the stun gun. I made this decision a while ago to sell a stun gun, didn't I? It's that short range, so goodbye stun gun. You've served me well. My god, that's a lot of stun gun ammo. Holy crap. You don't have any trank, I have trank ammo. No.
You make me poor. Deal with you, no fun.
Alright, I'll go into one then. Or I could stay in 4. Nah, put the bars in 4. Alright, put that there. Man, that's a lot of combat rifle ammo. Also, you should play Okami too, by the way. That is a very fun game. They do have some replay value with the different costumes we've got, and the combat is actually fairly good, but I don't know. So that's a bit of a tough sell, I think, overall. So I could play through it many, many times over. Alright, that leaves some space for a gun. Not a whole lot, though. Not a whole lot.
We'll stream you through and answer your questions as best we can, but don't get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on.
Alright, stun gun's gone. Trank rifle, trank dart forever. This is my sniper. People aren't really that alarmed if I just have this out, huh? Alright, now I have the objective marker to tell me where all the guns are. So that's good. See, that's a revolver. Ah! Ah! How dare you! I do it like this, though. I mean, technically there's enough space, but man, that's a tight fit. That should work. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna sell some frag mines. I really don't have much use for these. I haven't even got 15. Yeah, honestly, I do have Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, and the Wiimote and Nunchuck is actually what turned me off. I think Xenoblade Chronicles is a great game, but I can't recommend it with that control scheme. You need a standard controller of some sort. Of course, it's been re-released for like several Nintendo consoles now, so you don't have to play it on the Wii. Wait, where am I? Oh, okay. I know definitely as a kid, without as many games to play, I would definitely play through Okami several times. It's just now that I have a lot more games to play, and I know what a replayable game is like, I don't think Okami's quite that replayable. Definitely for its time, it'd be quite replayable, but for right now, in the modern day and age, that's up to you. If you like the game enough, go for it. I tried starting a second playthrough, and yeah, it's neat. It's neat because you finally get to like play some of the concept models for Okami, as well as some goofy ones.
Way they can get in touch with me is by online.
I got what you...
Yeah. Got what I need. Got cash. Now I'm going to sell you. Yes. It's 3 per pack, right? So I should have gotten rid of 2.
Thank you. Come again.
Oh yeah, I freed up some space. Should probably sell another 3 though. Probably should just shoot like one shot though from a combat rifle just to get rid of that one little ammo pack, but I can also just sell it off, I guess. Inventory management and looting. On one hand, it's nice that they like convert guns that you already have into ammo. On the other hand, like, dude, I want to sell that stuff because the guns are worth way more than the ammo. Which means they have to do all this back and forth to maximize cash flow. Seraph ain't paying me shit. Yeah, the combat, I think especially once you get a bit of a flow for it, it's really good combat though, I will say, in Okami. Like, play through the game trying A, not to get hit, and just racking up combos. It's pretty damn satisfying. Another revolver. Another machine pist. And there's a heavy gun. I have to make another trip. Okay. I'm gonna check them for ammo though, because I should have space for that. No, I should probably... Yeah, that should be decent. Revolver. Well, now I know that these guys are the Triad, or the Harvesters specifically. Kinda makes sense why they'd attack me on sight. They want my Augs. Means that guy that attacked me way back then when I took out the bell tower, like, he wasn't a plainclothes cop, nor was he just an armed civvy. No, he was a fucking Triad member, so I don't feel bad about it now. I think that just leaves the heavy machine gun guy out here, that is. There's still a bunch of bodies inside. Oh, there's still a bunch of bodies. Oh, that's not good. I mean, they're not hostile to me, it seems. Yeah, I'm gonna back off. I also forgot the fact that I keep remembering the street level entrance to Hung Hua Hotel, and I forget they have a roof entrance that's very nearby. Very, very nearby. I just jumped off a roof for, nothing.
Way they can get in touch with me.
I got what?
You got cash, that's what I need. Revolvies. Machine P. I will sell you another 3 frag mines. I'll sell you all the revolver ammo and all the machine ammo. And I'll keep the rest of the ammo and the upgrade kit.
Fortune and glory to you.
And that's that. Now then, I make a save. Because it's been a while. I'm like 40 minutes since the last save. What in the frick? Now I will look on Discord. Remembering Phantom. Most insidious thing in the world is nonsense that sounds just plausible enough to listen to. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. It's hard to argue with that. Okay, now I can get the heavy machine gun. Heavy machine, light machine gun. And organize this a little bit. Just a little bit. I have to see how the machine gun actually fits, because maybe I can fit another gun in there with it. And a hip. Yoink. Oh yeah, I can fit a revolver, and if I slap that there, I can fit a machine pistol too. So I got some heavy rifle ammo anyways. How unfortunate. Wait, I entered through a locked door. I exited from a locked door. Okay. Okay, guys. Oh, I can take their mainframe. I can take their mainframe. I don't need to look at anything else. As soon as I take this, I get everything on the board.
Access granted.
Alright. Well, I can't fit another gun in here. There should be some heavy rifle ammo around. Alright, exiting through a locked door, yeah. Like, door's locked, but how to get through it? If it's a commercial building, I can see how. Okay, so I think I posted it in the report. I don't know. Actually, I probably did. It was like this hour or so, I think an hour, 20-minute long seminar from professional thieves whose job it is just to get hired to then try to break into their employers' establishments to show them the security flaws or how good their security is. And one of the things is that a lot of doors are just mandated by state code to have like panic bars on them and require no more than 5 pounds of force to open. Because you have like the sick and elderly and children there, so they needs to be a low pressure threshold in order to open. On top of that, in case people are trying to like leave the room in a rush, in a mob, you need to have those bars there, so you just lean on the door. As such, the doors can't, the locks can only go one way on some of those. Because the panic bar bypasses the lock. I need to like splay these guys out more. I know I stacked them there to hide them, but who from, I guess? It's a good question.
But police decided to shut down.
Oh, he's way too jammed in there. You, on the other hand. And I grabbed his hand. What a coinkydink. Surprised I don't have a grab point for the head or torso, though. Only got grab points for the arms and legs. Yeah, I can't. Or can I fit that? I cannot fit that. Okay, if I drop like this one freaking bullet, I can fit that. You know what? That'll do. Okay. Anybody else got machine pistol ammo then?
Violent skirmishes did break out, but no serious injuries were reported. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live.
You know why there's nothing to do about it? Because we're
I have 300 backup ammo for this. Ah, how lovely. How lovely. 90 for this. We're in good shape.
Found their route
Now I need to
blocked by
check all the bodies again. Wait, what was in here? Oh, right, it's the bathroom I punched a wall through. Machine pistol. Yeah, you're good. You might have some, you don't. You two do not have ammo on you. Honestly, the sound bit for the stealth enhancer is not as good as I thought it'd be. I thought like I get to see it with like my actual eyes, the sound waves propagating and whatnot. But no, it's just a mini-map. Eh. Okay, so there's no more ammo on anybody. So it's just the guns. Just gotta get the guns. There's a lot of machine pistols, that's a lot of trips. A lot of going up and down these ladders. Well, down trips is the cutscene, the up trip is a bunch of ladders. Whenever it comes to just lockpicking and just bypassing security measures, I am super fascinated by that stuff. Like, sure, I always enjoyed the lockpicking minigame in Oblivion, but man, learning about it IRL is so enthralling. That stuff works just intrigues me so much. I enjoy it. I enjoy learning about it. Of course, that's not what it's not what my education specialized in, which is a bit unfortunate. It's going to be a bit harder to get a job in that then. So I'm very much an amateur.
I got what?
Alright. Heavy rifle. That was it. Yeah, take that ammo. Take that ammo. Take that ammo, too.
You make me poor. Deal with you no fun.
Okay, I have some space now. I have some spigoted space. Store like a revolver and a machine pistol and maybe a heavy rifle. Probably not all three, but I can store two of those things. And there were a lot of machine pistols. How much cash have I got? 20k! I got 20k now. Well, as soon as I find some practice kits, that's gonna go away. curious if there's a faster way up. You see, all this back and forth is exactly why athletics was the first skill I mastered. You miss so much when you just fast travel. Alright, where's them guns? Machine pistol. Can't help but feel like I missed the gun outside, but alright. Oh yeah, there's a heavy machine rifle in here, ain't there? Heavy... yeah, it's a heavy rifle. Like that, and there. And this guy has a machine pistol, of course. There is space for that one single combat rifle bullet too, but I'll pick it up at the end. Once we do non-lethal playthrough, like, you have so much less weapon management to do. Stun gun can't be upgraded. The tranq rifle would only take a couple of... only take reload upgrades. That's gonna help you so much, because you know, those are only two non-lethal guns too. But when you go lethal, you got options. Bit of a blessing and a curse. It's more so of a curse, because you can't make them that mechanically different, you know? Especially if you're doing stealth. Oh man, doing not stealth in this game is definitely... I mean, you need you need something to, like, stun, to keep the enemy from shooting at you. One thing is stealth, and that's free. Another thing is gadgets. Frags, mines. Another thing is, well, I just punching them. That does keep them from shooting at you, but I don't know if you can shoot them afterwards. I mean, you can shoot their bodies afterwards, but does that actually kill them? Who knows?
You look here.
Yar yar. Let's see. I'll sell you the machine, and I'll sell you the LMG. And that was it.
Fortune and glory to you.
We have to shut you down. The world order and their team of...
Yeah. Yeah, athletics was a nice skill. Plus it gives you a little reward for actually not using fast travel. And doing the whole backtracking thing, like, hey, I may be backtracking, but I'm training athletics. And then they just went with Skyrim, and it's like, no, we got rid of that. And now I'm just there like, but then how do I run faster? And they just went, you don't. And I'm like, fuck, I don't like this game as much. Also, the reason there aren't spears is just because they couldn't really program them in. They didn't have the time or resources to. And it's just like, oh yeah, people didn't make that much of a fuss if we don't have spears, so let's just continue not putting spears in. Because there were apparently spears in Morrowind, and there were probably spears in Daggerfall and Arena. So they dropped them for Oblivion, because I think that was a huge shift though from Morrowind, I think, especially in the voice acting department. So, fair enough. You had time constraints, but they just kind of didn't do spears afterwards, so they made a huge fuss about it in SO. They're just like, hey, the Templar class has some spear abilities, and it's just some light spears that, at the start, really didn't do much of anything. I mean, they really had to buff that skill a lot. And then it became a monster, and just to, you know, You just spam it to win. Just really unfortunate. There's not... Getting it to hit, though, with their freaking hit detection, though, was definitely required some finesse to do so consistently, but once they got that over with, it's just, what the fuck is this ability? So goddamn broken. Machine pistol. But I already have a machine pistol. There's some mods that, like, try to add in spears, but man, is it hard. It's hard for them because the engine doesn't really support it. And they also have to make new animations for it, and the guys who want to add spears generally aren't the animators. Anywho, there is that one single bullet I left on the ground. Okay. So there's like a couple of machine pistols. See, there's like one there. I think there was one above. Any more machine pistols? Yeah, there's a third one. That's at least 3 more trips. Hold up, that's a heavy rifle. Oh no. Well, so yeah, I think at least 3. Wait, let me double check because I didn't see the yellow outline there. Oh, did I take it? Oh, I guess I took it. Is there 2 machine pistols below? Heavy rifle there. So maybe 2 more trips. Maybe. Yeah, that's good. Well, actually, that wasn't quite the case in Skyrim. They still had encumbrance-based movement, which is something I found absolutely preposterous that just wasn't self-evident. Like, how many people didn't realize that was a thing. So, that was there. Was it there in Oblivion? There was some equipped encumbrance. It was there in Oblivion and Skyrim, where like the heavier stuff you equipped, the slower you moved, and it's like, alright, that makes sense. But for some reason in Skyrim, and you can check the Nexus for this, there's a lot of mods that are just like, hey, you know when you don't walk at the same speed as the NPCs, like you're constantly slower than them? Well, guess what? We've sped you up to match NPCs' pace, or we've slowed the NPCs down so they match your pace, or whatever. And I'm just like, they're wearing clothes, and you've got full armor on? There's like, you get slowed by wearing heavier shit. Why don't you realize this? Yeah, base speed's pretty much the same. I know lore-wise, Dragonborn's supposed to be stronger than the freaking champion of Cyrodiil, but because of how they got at the skills, I'm putting my money on the champion of Cyrodiil. Dragonborn may have shouts, but champion of Cyrodiil has actual magic. And then the guy who was there in Morrowind, Nerevarine, he's got a lot more magic.
You make me...
Even the slightest suspicious fluctuation in signal, we have to shut.
Especially affected the feeling of speed didn't really matter. It's just like you attack. You move so slowly when you attack. You also attack very slowly too. Those attack animations. They wanted to make them weightier after Oblivion's slipshod, lightweight animations. No more ways than one. But dang, they're so bad. Like, after coming from Oblivion, I get why even I didn't raise much of a fuss about them, because they are weightier, but oh god, that's not how you swing a weapon. That's not how you swing a weapon. Oh, that's totally true. there should be at least, if I remember my count correctly, there's 2 more machine pistols and 1 heavy rifle. Also known as a light machine gun. So let's double check where all the bodies are. So the heavy rifle should be here. I think I got the machine pistol from this guy earlier. So that leaves the 2 below. Yep, the one there.
Following yet another anti-augmentation demonstration. Found their route blocked by supporters of
And there's that's the last machine pistol, so 1 more trip. I'm out of gas grenades, so let's pop on the concussion grenade. 1 single concussion grenade. Actually, EMP needs would be better. We got cloakers. Yeah. That's one thing all of the prisoners have in common. They're just like, we do our thing, and then as soon as we done, peace. Like, as soon as you stop controlling your character, they just leave the stage of world history. We don't know where to go, or what happens to them. I mean, maybe we know where they go. We don't know what happens to them. If they just go, man. They just go.
Only way they can get in touch with me.
Here.
Alright, I got a beer that I can sell you. And there's the heavy rifle, there's a machine pistol. And that's that.
Fortune and glory to you.
That's why we have to create a covert host site for every...
Mm-hmm. I'm liking how much emptier this thing's looking. That's a nice... That's a... Not as spacious as I'd love it to be, but hey, it's getting there. I think so. At least everyone seems to take it as canon. Remember when there was speculation about, like, before that DLC came out about what happens to Champion Cyril afterwards? Remember one prominent theory was, like, eventually you just get caught out to the woods and assassinated by Cicero. Or, I forget why. I'm just like, oh yeah, and that's like one way to get them to out of the stage of history. But then, like, Shivering Isles came out, and that's just... yeah. Kind of commonly accepted we became old Sheog. Oh yeah, that's a classic example of why it's expensive to be poor. Shit constantly breaks because you can't afford to buy the stuff that actually lasts, so you have to keep buying the stuff that breaks because it's all you can afford, which then means you have to just keep buying new shit. And you can't save up cash because it breaks before you can save up to buy the good stuff. Oh, last trip to the weapons merchant, and then we can finally... Oh, I missed the machine pistol. Fuck it, that's being ammoed. So yeah, if you still got some of that stimulus check left, that's a... If you haven't spent any of it, that's actually enough for you. Well, aside from the $3 on this game for me, which thank you, by the way. Aside from that, that's enough to buy a good mid-tier desktop, actually, not even a laptop. I remember back when I was making my PC, I remember some other guys in class were talking about building their own. I said like $800 is enough to give you a pretty solid mid-tier PC. Of course, prices have changed since then, namely, you know, Bitcoin mining has led to a drastic inflation of GPU prices, but you can get a $300 one. That should be on the kind of low end, I think, for right now. Maybe even $250. Used to be like $150 though. That's good, because I know I can't afford anything right now. Money stress is very, very bad stress. This is just, you hope things don't break, because you know you can't replace them. But yeah, if you can afford to. I do recommend the site Newegg. That is where I shop. I didn't buy from there, I bought straight from Amazon, but it's a good place to browse for computer parts.
Thank you. Come again.
Your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. If we detect even the slightest suspicious...
Hey, look, if you order from Amazon, that stuff can get shipped to you. And you can have the good things. You just have to do the proper research. So while your laptop holds out... Oh yeah, if it's a couple years old, that's like younger than my current one. I don't know how it stacks up to mine though. I mean, I don't know the hardware specs on yours. And if you have an AMD graphics card, I can't compare. I don't know what they are relative to an NVIDIA. Oh, you have nowhere set up. I don't know what your home looks like, but I'd like you to re-examine where you can set that up, especially if it's, say, in a place that only you frequent, because I know you'd probably want it not in a public spot. I wouldn't. Yeah. Okay, wait a bit on the GPU crisis is what happened like 5 years ago when the Bitcoin mining race took off and the prices never went down. Supply is back up. They've caught back up with the whole Bitcoin mining stuff, but they didn't bring the price back down. They were just looking for an opportunity to raise it. But still, go for the cheap side, because like, only if you have a lot of disposable income should you go for anything close to the cutting edge on GPUs. Because, like, it's like between each tier you have like relatively similar performance increases, but the price just increases exponentially. So it's not really worth it to get the absolute cutting edge. I should have saved.
That's far enough, Guilo.
Oh yeah, power supply unit.
You disappoint me, Jensen. I thought we were friends. Then my hacker goes missing. Half my men end up dead. And you don't even have the manners to knock when you enter a room. A lot of bell tower heavies looking for you. Any reason I don't just turn you over?
Yeah. Vasily Sevchenko.
Never touch the stuff.
You're wearing his arm. GPL device inside it. Let me straight to you.
Scavenged tech. Get you every time. Wrong woman, don't do that here. Sorry to say, the man I got this from wasn't in a position to complain. Bell Tower gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets then giving me choice arg, so I close my eyes.
Sevchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. So maybe they're still alive, and maybe I help you out with this.
Go on.
I've got a pretty good idea where Bell Tower's been dragging people. Problem is, bastard's got my son. And he gets a bullet if I step out of line. See where I'm going with this?
Where's he being held?
One of my harvester boys will tell you all about it. Meet him in the sewers near the Alice Garden pods. Then, when you free my boy, come back and we talk some more.
I can hardly wait.
Oh my god, that looks like a fat man. What can you say for that? Small bedroom for 6 people. Oh, so it's 2 people per bedroom already. Unless you have 3 people to 1. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty small house. Yeah, I can see why you'd say you don't have space for a desktop. Not as much space as I thought, given how fucking big it is. What even? What even? Okay. Oh my. Okay. Okay. This thing's a heavy-duty weapon. Ammunition intensive, but it packs punch. The sustained beam can be moved around to hit multiple targets with a single burst. Next generation firearm, the LS-66 laser rifle is a prototype, constant beam battlefield laser weapon, designed for engagements against the enemy infantry and light armor. The weapon has limited range and a long reload time and is somewhat cumbersome compared to ballistic weapons. However, the rifle's single constant beam of powerful energy can penetrate low-density obstacles and cover to deliver damage directly to concealed targets. So an experimental first block prototype, the L-66 Saber directed energy rifle is not compatible with sound suppressors or laser targeting system add-ons. It does, however, accept upgrades for reload speed, damage output, and ammo capacity. Plasma rifle. This isn't the plasma rifle. This is I don't know what the plasma rifle is. Okay. I have a new toy. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have killed some men, but oh well. I didn't know they were hers men. Hehe. If he tries to leave. I can't place it much anywhere though. Oh well. Do not recommend you leave, mate. Oh yeah, don't just shop online for PC stuff. Like, really do that. Again, I recommend Newegg, at least for scoping the plates out. I don't know if you want to buy from Newegg, but at least check out that site, newegg.com. All, one word. Normal spelling is not spelled weird. Best Buy. Ugh. I have 1,500 laser ammo. Oh, hi there. You're new.
Best in town.
You're new. What do you have for sale? Well, that's for plasma stuff, so I'll hang on to it, I guess. I buy more of that stuff. Express sniper? Eh. Peps? Eh. Stun gun? No. Shotgun, revolver? Nah. Peps energy pack? Trank darts! Repairs, exploding round, target seeking, burst round. Nothing. Okay, so I should probably sell off a cooling system pack then at this point. It's a good chunk of space, and only the heavy rifle can use it. I'm not using that. Okay, cool. Because that's the site that I use to browse for my parts for my current desktop. Which is why I recommend it.
I will be right here.
Alright, let's sort out this thing. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's kind of all I can do. Yeah, it's fair enough, Schliff. And then I guess wait for a day or more motivated, Alyssa. I'd say, given all of our incomes, I'd say a PC is a long-term investment. You should really think seriously about that stuff. Yeah, I mean, as a corporation, fuck Amazon. But as much as I find it hard to completely deny using their services. At least I find it hard to. I guess I would if I thought about it. I honestly haven't been able to buy much, so my first thought is still, of course, of Amazon, despite how badly they treat their factory workers. Yeah, maybe I'll start thinking about alternatives, since you brought it up. Or, we did... Alright. Here's where I save for the night, because it's 22:43. And we aren't doing extended plays every night. So thank you for watching. I do advise you actually like take the time to at least compare a few laptops, because you're gonna have it for a while. Yeah, I get that feeling. That's true. Oh yeah, because you don't have the chat up in the actual stream now, because the YouTube has it on the side. You don't actually see when I see the chat. Can't believe I hadn't realized that till now. Hmm. Well, you know where to continue this if you want to. All I'll say is just I recommend actually researching laptops. And have a good night.